Well, hello. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks about the S1000RR that I've learned so far. If you're in the market for a sport bike or a tourer, ask me questions because I got both. Okay, I've rode both for many, many years. I swore off sport bikes for a while and then got back into them. So I'm going to give you an idea of what we're looking at. Okay, so here's some things you probably didn't know about the S1000RR. Number one, did you know the gas tank is actually aluminum? That's right, won't rust. Not like a Harley tank. This is actually aluminum. Since we're on the tank, by the way, we're going to go ahead and move on to this little guy right here. This, what you can hear, is plastic. This is going to protect you from tank slapping. If you get a tank slap on the Harley, you might have a dent or two in it. Or any other sport bike, really. Speaking of tank slap, the electronics on this bike, you have wheelie control. Yes, that's right, wheelie control. The bike, as you're accelerating, will detect just how much front end is lifting and correct the problem if you want it to. The S1000 has traction control. You probably already knew that. But did you know that there's separate modes where you can actually customize it down to your liking, aka the user mode and or slick mode? No, don't look at me like that. You don't have any of that. You need that, but you don't have it. Now the next thing. Did you know that before the M bike, there was the S1000 premium bike? The M division wasn't actually out producing motorcycles yet, so they just called it a premium. You can spot the premiums by the gold anodized forks in the front. It's a dead giveaway. Only the premium models, back in the day with the alien winking at you, front end, had gold anodized parts. Even up top, you can see there. Dead giveaway if you're coming down the road and you see that. You'll say, ooh, there's a premium model. So what does the premium model entail, you ask? Well, funny you should mention that. This is the only sport bike I know of that has heated grips. Now, the traction control and all that stuff is standard on the premium model. But did you know that it is also standard on the premium model for you not to have passenger pegs? That's right. You get a seat specifically for the premium model that is meant to be a solo seat. And it comes with peg removal. Did you know the S1000RR does not have a gas gauge? But it will tell you when you're running low on fuel, and will give you a mile range for you to find the nearest gas station. Usually it's 40 to 45 miles. Did you know the S1000RR is one of the only newer bikes to still use keyed ignitions? Yeah, it's a small key, it's all you get. Yep, this is one area where the Harleys got you beat. Sorry, back in 2011 they still had wireless start. Did you know the BMW S1000RR has a quick shift? If you don't know what this is, you have to use the clutch on the bike first and second. Anything other than that, you don't need to pull the clutch in to shift gears. You just pop your foot up and down, click, 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 just like a dirt bike. If you've ever ridden a dirt bike, there you go. Quick shift. You're not going to be able to shift that fast. You do not have quick shift. Poor Harley. While all of you may be shocked that some of these things are on this bike, a lot of you that know BMW are really not shocked. So let me give you something that may shock you. Two things. Number one, normally on a sport bike, your computer and all the brains are mounted underneath the seat. Okay? That is not the case on the BMW. Your ECU and everything is mounted underneath of here. Your air filter is easy to access. Your ECU is easy to access. everything under here is easier to access. Therefore, if the bike somehow goes down and you scrape this up, this is all plastic. This may be a couple $100 to replace painted, but it's a lot better than ruining your entire tank, such as on a ZX14. I had one of those before this, where the tank actually goes underneath the seats. If you have it priced, a painted gas tank for a ZX14, don't do it. It will cause you to have heart palpitations. Okay, so the second one, perhaps the most important one, an impressive one, is thrust acoustics. Now, you may be saying, what is thrust acoustics? I kind of had to look that up and didn't believe it when I first heard it. But it is legit, and it is the thing, and it is so German. So let me tell you what it is. So your exhaust, this one has aftermarket exhaust, as you can see. But thrust acoustics inside the motor basically tell the engine to make that popping sound that some people, like me, like to hear when you're decelerating. This is to tell you that you have confirmed that you are at a proper RPM, etc., etc., etc. I'm not a track bike racer. I'm just a street bike rider. That's really it. I don't track bikes. This bike should probably be tracked, but I'm never going to do that. It's more than I'll ever need for the road. But with that being said, when you let off, you will hear some pops. Just that's actually air that is being forced into the exhaust system on purpose to alert you. I'm dead serious. It's in the owner's manual. The last thing I'll tell you is kind of obvious, but I'm going to go over it anyway. So, on many sport bikes, when you're riding down the road, you do have the issue of rocks being kicked up from the front tire getting into the front of your motorcycle down here. Now, as you can see, there's a cutout there, and it has a little groove where you can see that it's kind of got some junk and stuff underneath of there, some gunk, some road mess. That is because the cutout right there is designed so that you're not flinging up rocks up into your cooling systems and things like that. It's designed for it to suck that stuff up right there. Now, if you look at that, you would probably be like, well, duh. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you is kind of intriguing because we're going to go underneath the back seat here, okay? I know, you're like, why are we opening the back seat? I'll show you. Okay, take this off, flip the seat over. You'll actually see that there's some straps right here, okay? These straps, okay, are for your helmet. Yes, that's correct. This is for you to put your strap for your helmet through so that you can leave your helmet on the motorcycle secured. So then when you put the seat back on, you have that. And also, people that don't know BMW, they do like to leave tools and stuff for you to use like this, imprinted on the bottom of the seats, things like that. But I bet you did not know that there's no helmet lock on the bike, and this is why. You're expected to run them through those Velcro straps. And that's what holds your helmets. Okay, back to the helmet thing, you would set your helmet up here. This way you can actually lock the seat into place, leave your helmets on top, and they'll be strapped in. Now, who would have thought that?